What's up, everybody? It's Taygotmotion or Tanaya. I'm here with Sounds of the Futures, and I'm here to answer some questions.
I love you, 508.
My name is Tanaya, nickname is Tay. I have a clothing brand called ETRNL LOVE. Used to play basketball, just been into fashion, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. On the fashion aspect, just really being from New York. I mean, I'm from the Bronx, so going to school in New York City was kind of tough. If you didn't have the latest fashion like Jordans, whatever, Nike, people kind of made fun of you. So just going off of that, and then I have an older brother, just always looking up to him, seeing what he was wearing to school and trying to be like him in a sense. That kind of gave me that push. And as far as the brand, I've always been into clothes. I find that sometimes when I go to the mall, I don't really find what I'm looking for because it's not up to my expectations. So I figure why not make it myself? Yeah, I feel like streetwear was born in New York. I feel like New York is just the mecca of fashion in general. Everything from like especially back in the days, like the rugbies, flannels, baggy jeans, Timbs. I feel like everything comes full circle because now that's what everybody's into. Even my brand, like baggy look, I got on Timbs today with the sweatsuit. So I just feel like just reinterpreting everything. When you see something online, you try to put your own twist to it and make it you. And I feel like that's what I try to do. So it was 2022. It's when I was going to Albany. And this is when, believe it or not, this is when Takeoff passed away. And nobody really talks about Takeoff, right? So when he passed away, everybody was showing love to him. And I'm like, dag, when he was here, he wasn't really getting that kind of love. So I just feel like you deserve to get your flowers when you're on earth and when you're gone. So I just feel like you should get that eternally, therefore eternal love. And I just took that and ran with it. It takes a lot of time. That same year, so that same school year, so it was 2023, I turned, I want to say 19. My brother got me an iPad for my birthday. I bought Procreate, got an Apple Pencil, and just started creating things. And it just so happens that I was working at Lids at the time. And I was assistant manager, so I was always on the embroidery machine trying to make something that looks good and try to incorporate that into my brand. And it just went from there. But the creating aspect of it is very hard, especially when you have to go through manufacturers. You have to figure out what kind of materials you want to use. It's trial and error sometimes. The samples come out good, but the bulk may not come out as good, or the samples is messed up and you got to keep going back and forth with the manufacturer until it's just right and pray that they put your bulk out exactly how you want it. It's hard. It's a lot of money to be wasted, but it's also a lot of money to be earned once you figure it out. Honestly, I feel like everything is hard until you really figure out what you want to do. I spoke about the manufacturing aspect, but obviously marketing is hard too. I'm in the point right now where I'm trying to do a couple more rounds of promotions before I drop. I have to make sure I want to try to get people that has somewhat of a large following, or at least more of a following than me, so more people can see it. I have to try to make sure that people that are actually in it like it. It's easy to just put a sweatsuit on, but you actually have to connect with your audience and your customers. They actually have to want to wear it. It could look nice all you want, but if nobody's willing to wear it, then it's kind of useless. Honestly, I just look at other brands like Hellstar. That's honestly my inspiration. I wouldn't say I stand out from them yet just because I'm starting. I'm still trying to figure out the brand's identity. So I just use what they put out. Like, everybody has inspiration. So I'll go maybe on Instagram one day, I'll go on Hellstar, look at a t-shirt. I'm like, okay, that's nice. But if I do that, how can I make it different? How would people like it? Anybody could sit there and buy a Hellstar t-shirt just because it's Hellstar. They can spend $250 on a shirt. But if I have a shirt for $40 and it kind of looks similar, or in my opinion better, what can I do to get them to buy that as well? Yes, Acne Studios. This guy, his name is Emmanuel. His brand is called Seeking Amore. Just everybody that's into the streetwear scene right now, I kind of look to their brands for inspiration, try to tweak it on my own, put my little twist on it. 5 years from now, I would at least want the brand to be in some kind of department store. I want I want it to be a household name. Like my goal, I feel like I know when I made it, when I'm walking down the street and I see a random stranger, someone I don't even know in my brand, that's gonna make me feel good and say, maybe I'm actually doing something or I've made it. I'm not at that point yet. I only have a couple friends and family, of course, wearing my stuff, but when I see it in the streets, it's just everybody wearing it in stores, then I know that I got it. We're not there yet. I got a lot of work to do, but hopefully soon. I want to be remembered as somebody that just took the chance. Because originally, I've never thought I would have a brand or into fashion. I was always into basketball. I just recently stopped. I only stopped because the school I was supposed to go to cut the program. So I was like, now what? But I had ideas of starting a brand. And I just took that leap of faith. Like, I just want to be remembered as somebody that just took the leap of faith, made it, and then if I want somebody to look at me like if she did it, then maybe I can too. Yeah, I have 2 more rounds of promo, then hopefully drop the sweatsuits. After that, I want to try to drop some rugbies, flannels, some beanies while it's still kind of cold. That's like winter-ish. Then going into spring, hopefully I can do some more graphic t-shirts. I want to get into women's wear actually because I have a lot of female friends. So something that's kind of like skims, like sets, just to help the girls out because I feel like whenever somebody starts a brand, they always think of sweatsuits. That's easy. But you also have to branch out and think about the girls too. All my friends text me, when are you dropping stuff for the girls? Girls need love too. So I said, okay, let me throw a pink sweatsuit in there so the girls could get something. Honestly, keep going. There's going to be days where I even want to give up. I just want to throw in the towel. But the day that you give up could be the day that you make it. Just keep God first, pray about it, and everything's going to fall into place sooner or later.
I love you, 508.